shocked, frankly, that we found Carl Gerbschmidt at all. You basically disappeared from the landscape since the debacle in the desert. And so why are you even here?
I have to be here.
What do you mean?
I am committed to do this, and legally I am bound to be here.
Well, I have to admit, we were waiting. I was almost hoping that you wouldn't appear so that then we could.
Can I go?
No, I'm not saying that. So we could do to you. You sued us like.
Fulfill my obligation to you if I leave now?
No.
Just wanted to get legal, that's all.
You've sued us like 7 times, and we wanted to sue you back. But now, all week I heard these rumors about some sort of class action restraining order lawsuit against the NFL.
I'm not allowed to talk about it until today.
Well, the games are tomorrow. How's it?
Maybe they are.
All right, lay it out. What's the lawsuit?
Well, my brother Mark has now, we have now gotten it to be heard in 3 of the 4 NFL cities, NFC cities, that we have. Someone will hear our lawsuit, plus it will be heard in Wisconsin. It will be heard in the state of Arizona. It will be heard in Louisiana. It will be heard in Texas. We cannot find anyone in Minnesota to hear this lawsuit.
And what exactly are you claiming? What's the allegation?
It's a class action suit, Green Bay Pack fans suing the National Football. It's not funny. Oh, you think it's funny? Well, you just see what happens, okay?
Okay.
So, can I leave? Because if I can leave, I will leave right now.
You can't leave. If you leave, we'll pursue legal action.
Okay, then never mind. Here's the deal.
Right.
The bottom line is we had 4 separate different players break down every single play of the last game between the Packers and the Cardinals, which we won. And we have had broken down, and we found 38 separate. 30. It's not funny. It wouldn't be funny if you lived here 38 different times.
38.
When the referees were wrong in the favor of the Arizona, including every one of the last 3 plays, and including 3 different scoring plays.
You only found 38? I counted more than that.
Here's the deal. Just to be completely honest, there were 3 times during the game, and they favored the Packers. Now, which it's not funny.
Well, it's good to see.
Because if I can go, I will.
No, you can't go. But so is this kind of a Fox News example of fair and balanced? Is that where you're going?
I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
I say there were 3 times during the game when the referees made a bad call in the favor of the Packers.
All right, so it's fair and balanced. You checked out every play, and when fair is fair.
Every single play, including we had 4 ex-National Football League players.
38-3 then was the difference. Almost the difference in the game, it looked like, for a while. I thought that's how it was going to end.
No, as far as I recall, first of all, the game's not over. Don't refer to that game as being over, because it's not over. Okay?
Well, you better get an injunction now, because they're ready to play tomorrow at 3:30.
It's not even the night game.
Maybe they won't. That's just what I'm saying. And I've also been told that if they do play the games, the whole thing could be appealed.
So even after the games?
Even after, they could go back and start over.
Carl,
if you think this is funny, it's not funny.
It's
nothing funny about this.
It's absurd, is what it is.
It's not even absurd.
When has this ever happened?
I am told we have a very good chance of winning this suit in Texas because they apparently have different sorts of laws. And if we win it in one of these places, just one of these places, then guess what? Then the whole playoffs start over, or at least they start over in the 4th quarter.
This would be unprecedented in the history of the league.
Right. Everything has to have a first time.
How about the first time you make some sense?
You have to be able to believe, and you have to see.
Can I give you a better solution?
Do I have to stay on the air?
You have to stay on here because we haven't even picked the games yet.
Well, I guess I'm really obliged to listen to whatever you have to say.
Yeah, that's very.
I'm going to say it and then move on.
Well, what I'm going to say is, what would have been a lot easier and I think a lot more effective is for your defense to make a tackle once in a while.
Well, you can't make a tackle when you're being pushed off on.
Of course.
Larry Fitzdirty was just all he did was push off the whole day.
Larry Fitzdirty?
Yeah. He pushed off.
And then how about the face mask penalty on when they stripped the ball from him? That should have been called. We know that.
That's an obvious call.
Yeah, that will be Exhibit 1, I would think, when you get to court.
It shouldn't even got to that because he hit him in the head first. You can't hit somebody in the head. You can't hit a quarterback in the head. His hands went to his head. You can't do that. Okay, and then he hit him with the face mask. So that's 2 on the same play.
Just been a tough.
And then plus, there was a play just before that where it was obvious. He went right after Aaron's head with his chin, the defensive lineman. It was just right before that.
Yep, it was.
How?
It was obvious. It was so obvious.
I think you got a pretty good case,
if it
actually.
wasn't so obvious, I think we could all live with it.
How?
But it was obvious.
How tough a week has this been for you, Carl?
We've been working very hard. As far as I'm concerned, with this is not. There's nothing happened on Sunday. Nothing happened. It's not over.
That's what they said.
If you want to count your
Alamo, didn't they?
up and say here's what happened and all that stuff and everything, okay, go ahead. But it's not over. If you think this is over, it's not over.
Will you do us a favor when you get that judge's ruling? Will you let us know?
Well,
because we'll break into.
Am I obliged? I don't think I'm obliged.
Well, no,
to do that.
but we'll be glad to break into syndicated programming between now and Saturday.
We'd like.
I'll let you know, but you'll hear about it.
We'd like to get the scoop, is what we'd like to get, and don't give it to some.
This will be all over ESPN later today.
Yeah, I haven't seen much on it yet.
Chris Martinson talked to my brother Mark.
Is your brother?
He didn't talk to his producer. Talked to my brother Mark.
Is your brother a licensed attorney?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he passed the bar.
Yeah, of course he did.
Okay, just want to be sure.
He's very successful.
What's the last case he won?
I couldn't tell you. But
Chimera's?
He wins a lot of cases.
Did he represent Chewy in the Whirlpool?
No.
Oh.
He was too young for that.
All right. So is she.
Wow.
Well, go ahead. It doesn't really affect anything that happens with the Packers right now. That's ancient history.
All right. I'm going to have to ask you, Mr. Gerbschmidt, to hold through a quick pause, because when we come back...
Why do I have to do that?
Because you're legally obligated. You're obliged to make picks on the games, even if you think the game shouldn't.
I'll make them right now.
No, you can't make them yet.
I can if I want.
Well, no, you can, but then...
All I have to do is put them on your ass. So if I start going, here we go. First game.
We'll take a quick pause, and when we come back, more Carl Gerbschmidt, and we will get to pick the 4 games: New Orleans, Arizona, Colts, Ravens, Chargers, Jets, and the big one, Vikings hosting Dallas Cowboys.
You're listening in The Fan.
Join the Fan in support of the 2010 St. Paul Winter Carnival. It's January 21st through the 31st. This includes events like the Grand Day Parade, Torchlight Parade, Crisp and Ice Ball event to benefit Second Harvest Heartland. KFAN.com, keyword community for more events and details.
Some legal minds have checked in on passing the bar in Wisconsin. First emailer says that if you graduate from law school in Wisconsin, they do not make you pass a bar exam to get licensed there. All you have to do to practice in Wisconsin is get accepted to one of their law schools, which isn't that tough.
How about a beer?
Homer Radio Guy adds, it's impossible for Gerby's brother to be a licensed attorney. Wisconsinites can never pass a bar. Carl Gerbschmidt back with us. Yeah. By the way,
true though.
For the record, Mr. Gerbschmidt, before we get to the picks, what are you at in this lawsuit? This cockamamie lawsuit? What are you asking for in terms of damages?
We are seeking, first of all, to have any future games that are played this weekend declared void. We are seeking to have the Packers and Cardinals play again from the point where it was tied up. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Okay.
I mean, do they do the coin flip over again, or does Rodgers get the ball from
the ball? It's just like we've had the other time. It's fair.
You get the ball.
But was that a second or third down play?
That was a 3rd and 5.
So do you go third?
We are asking for first down.
Well, that's convenient. That's convenient.
No, it's not convenient.
And why don't you just put the ball in midfield, too, to make it more fair?
That's fair.
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty fair.
All right, what else?
That's thing number one. And second thing is we are seeking financial damages because we have had quite a bit of what my brother calls irreparable harm that has been done.
Especially to reputation.
Emotional. There are many people who have lost intimacy. And have lost... What do you think that's funny? You think that's funny?
They've lost intimacy, you say?
You think that's funny?
Sorry, you mean
post? People, is that what you think? And people in Minnesota are so cool.
Are you saying?
They're so cool. I bet you think Haiti is funny.
No, it has nothing. Haiti's got nothing to do with it. So you're saying that as a result of this loss, it was more difficult to expect the men primarily, or perhaps women to perform sexually?